Hazzard County, when you see the Duke boys barreling along, you can bet something's cooking.
Up next is Season 2, Episode 2, titled Gold Fever, written by Cy Rose, directed by Paul Baxley, so you know it's going to be good. That's the second unit director. Original air date, September 28th, 1979. The original show review on the Kibbe and Finnegan Show, Episode 11, October 2016. Here's the show preview right here.
Hang on.
The gold rush is on in Hazzard County, and everybody wants their split.
The eyes of Texas are upon you.
I got a feeling these here rhinestone cowboys are trying to cover something up.
Ooh, gold, gold. Get up! I want them greedy gold grabbing dukes. The boys need our help. Let's get going.
I can't watch.
Me neither.
All right, there we go. For you new listeners who are on YouTube, welcome. We have reviewed all 7 seasons of the Dukes of Hazzard on our audio podcast feed already. You can go back and find them now and start enjoying on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, whatever you want. We're doing them all again right now for you, though, here on video, just for YouTube. I'm Rob Kibbe, longtime automotive podcasting know-it-all. He is Bernie McPartland, automotive podcasting producer know-it-all. He is Justin Cornett. He actually knows it all. Here's the IMDb summary of this episode. Bo and Luke are blamed, falsely of course, for the theft of $25,000 in gold bars from the Hazzard Bank vault. The Duke boys soon find themselves chasing after the con artist who sold Boss the gold bars, or the lead bars that are painted like gold. I think these IMDb ones, like, anybody can submit, like Wikipedia.
It's like a contest. Send them in. We'll pick one. You get a free box top full of something.
It's a good classic. I don't know who does these, but there's a guy named Bry Guy. I think that's his username. He usually does these. Here's the DVD summary. This is a good one. The boys are in 24-karat trouble when con artists stash bogus bullion in Boss Hogg's bank. The flimflammery leads to a bank heist that might end with Bo and Luke in the Iron Bar Motel.
The tongue twister.
Like it.
Very difficult to say. Here's my summary. Burn a little summary music. This era of the Dukes is just my favorite. In less than a year since it started, the show has hit its stride. It's a comedy action, shot like a Western, made like a cartoon, all for the consumption of happy kids everywhere. In less than a year, the tone of the show has shifted entirely from moonshiners helping hookers to a whodunit assisting greedy bad guys. Plus, the bad guys insist that their maids wear French maid outfits, if you know what I mean. A con artist comes to Hazzard with a trunk full of fake gold bars. He cons Boss Hogg into keeping the bars in the bank vault, knowing they'll be stolen so he can fleece Boss for cash. All of this leads to Bo and Luke being framed for it, the general getting flogged for it, complete with working backup lights. That's why I wanted them in my general lead, because this very episode, and a mobile dentist rig that hands out Molotov cocktails and roofies. 9 dogs. I enjoyed this episode. Man, it has been a while, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, Bern, I don't know if you had the chance to see it again. Corndog, did you see it?
I did. I watched it last night, and that was the first time I've seen it in quite a while. This isn't an episode that I, usually go to, but it's a good one.
Bernie, did you see this one? Or do you remember it from back in the day?
I sort of remember it, and as you were going through your explanation, I was sure wishing I could have seen it. I did not see the episode. You know why? I could not find it. Every channel in my area here on the air, every cable subscription, every stream consumed with sweaty ball-kicking people. The net result is, I'm so tired of the World Cup. Me too, says all of my friends. It's my goal.
It's captured some people's hearts. They thoroughly love it. Bringing the world together.
To get my TV back.
Good news. If you go to Amazon Prime streaming, you can buy it, and it's just there, and it's there all the time.
It was all World Cup programming. Everything else was gone.
But
Bernie, you know what? It's your algorithm. So deep down, I think you're a soccer lover.
I'm going to send you a link.
Football.
If you just click on that link, you'll have nothing but all Dukes all the time. If you click on the links I send you, also will get Star Trek. So this is a fun episode. It is very unique in that an RV, a mobile dentist rig, which is a thing in real cities, plays a key component in here. There's a African American actor that plays. It's a one-off role, right? He's never in another episode again, I don't think.
Correct. I don't believe.
He is driving. I had to look it up here. A Fleetwood Pace Arrow Class A, 1977 RV. Now, if you guys know RVs of the era, certainly they're all kind of similar looking, but Class A's are the ones that are full thing. Like the nose it's like a Greyhound bus. A Class C has the nose of a van, or something like that. A Class A gives you a little more room inside, but you're sitting. The doghouse is right over. Like you sit on the doghouse while you drive.
Mm-hmm.
And back in the day, RV manufacturers, and there were several, but they all kind of went with the same process. They'd have their chassis, and then they would source the drivetrain from GM, Ford, or Dodge. And I have no idea what the one that was in here, but it was usually common for an RV manufacturer to offer you all three, and you chose. So you get a Chevy big block, you get a Ford big block, you get a Dodge big block. My parents had a 77 Concorde, which looked a lot like the one in this episode. Theirs had a Dodge 440 in it.
I think a lot of them, they all kind of had this look, like a shoebox with a little, like
flat
a shoebox
nose
that was stepped on the one side, so it kind of comes to a point, and that's about it.
They all look the same. They're all built in Indiana. They all use the same tail light. But this was a mobile dental rig, and the genesis. I don't know why it's a key component in here, but the episode starts out not with a bank robbery or anything like that. With Uncle Jesse having tooth pain.
Yeah,
have him assessed. I'm trying to remember what it was.
it doesn't even tie into the storyline at all. I mean, they almost have a wreck, and then that's about the gist of the tying into the rest of the episode. And then, well, no, I take that back. It does at the very end, because then they use the same rig to help get the bad guys off the road.
And they use the sterilizing alcohol that's available in the rig to
supposedly like unobtainable. But okay, whatever. But yeah, that's really the gist of the whole mobile dentist, is to get the bad guys off the road, I guess.
The dentist was played by actor Adam Wade. In 1971, he was in the movie Shaft, a big hit cult classic. So help me, Adam Wade in the movie Shaft played the role of brother number one.
Didn't even give him a name.
That was his name, brother number one. But the gist of the episode really is that a con man from Texas named H.H. Harkness shows up with a load full of lead in the trunk that's painted to look like gold bars. And he and his cronies have devised a plan to get run off the road, break the car, have to leave the gold in the bank overnight, have the bank robbed, and then have whoever guarantees the bank pay them off so that they don't kill them. That's the gist of the episode.
Bernie would have liked this episode because they were rolling in an old caddy.
Yeah.
It was like a 60 model, I believe.
Well, I know what would have happened eventually had I seen it. It would have been a little side story that the radio, given their job to do also, what do we do with all this stuff in the back? And someone would have said, inevitably, get the lead out.
Now, what's great about this episode is that this is season 2. So in season 2, Al Wyatt doubled Bo Duke, John Schneider, the entire series. But in season 2, this is Al Wyatt in his finest form. Al Wyatt and John Schneider are not physically the same size. Al Wyatt's bigger. I mean, bigger in he's taller, wider, everything. But the general drives like the general drives because of Al Wyatt. And if when I went to stunt driving school, I was taught the method of like when you want to make a car turn, it takes very little wheel input. You drive the whole car with the tail. You kind of point it with the nose, but you drive with the tail. That's not how Al saw it. Al slung the car hand over fist to make it turn this way, and then as soon as it got sideways that way, it would hand over fist it the other way. And you see so much of that in this episode. It is a joy to watch him drive the car.
Mm-hmm.
And with my Charger, I'm curious in your Charger, but I do find with the size of the stock wheel, I don't know what the diameter is, but it is easier to hand over fist it. You can turn it better that way.
Yeah, I want to say they originally ran like a F60 maybe, which works out to be about like a 225/70. So it's a fairly narrow tire. But yeah, you can get the back end to roll pretty easy. And, being that narrow of a tire and a tall tire, it wouldn't take much to get, the body rolling pretty easy.
Oh, I was actually talking more about the steering wheel. Like the steering wheel is huge in these cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're any bigger than, anything else on the road at the time. They're definitely not like a 57 Chevy where it's, it's way much, a whole lot bigger.
When they get into the RV, the dentist quickly gives Uncle Jesse a drug to calm him down. And he goes from 0 to hero pretty quickly.
Yeah. They cut to a scene where, he wouldn't open his mouth, and then Bo and Luke start talking about something, and then Jesse starts to chime in, and they throw the pill in. Then they cut to Bo and Luke kind of snickering over it. Then they cut right back to Jesse, and he is drunk. Like he is just, it kicked in like that. It went straight to the bloodstream. That was faster than an IV, whatever it was they gave him.
Because that's loopy. Where the Cannonball Run movie stole that scene from Burt Reynolds and Farrah Fawcett in the van.
Maybe. Because it was almost instant that whatever that medicine was that the mobile dentist gave him, it kicked in quick.
Several General Lees used in this episode. It starts out with a great interior shot. You're sitting in the back seat looking forward, and you're inside of a painted interior. Generally, it has a headliner, which looks nice, but it has no rearview mirror. It has no sun visors or anything like that. When they have a far away pan away shot, which Kirk can probably show here in the edit, when they get out, it's still Al Wyatt driving the car. And he's a big dude. When he has to get out of the General Lee, it is a little hard to... You can tell when it's John Schneider and when it's not. And in this case, Al kind of works his way out of the car. And interesting to see. Who was doubling Luke in this?
I don't know. During these earlier seasons, you had Craig Baxley and then Gary Baxley a lot. But there was a lot of stuntmen that was there for the early part, and then they were out, and you never hear of them. So it's hard to say for sure, because I don't know exactly when certain stuntmen came on and when they left. But a lot of times they would jump from one series to another.
Hopefully, I can share the screen here with you. Are you guys able to see what I'm referring to? So here's a nice scene where they've just caught the bad guys here. This is a good shot of the roll bar. I'm fairly certain we're looking at exhaust tubing here.
Yeah, more than likely. That's that was pretty common. Once the series, took off and they were mass producing these things, they were using exhaust tubing.
But yeah, the interior down here. The
first ones, it was actual, real roll bar type material. But yeah, that one looks to be, like you said, it's like galvanized.
Exhaust tubing.
Yeah.
Cooter says that they have a bad axle.
Mr. Cooter, sir. How bad is it?
It's real bad. If it was a horse, we'd have to shoot it. You got an axle there, it's busted clean in two. I'm afraid it's going to take me about a day and a half to get you another one.
Day and a half?
day and a half.
He's under the front of the car. I'm not sure what Cooter's referring to, but I'm ready to learn. What do you think it is that he's referring to? The bad guys have filed down an axle so that it would snap, so that the car would break on purpose.
Well, you know, Cooter, when they were in Georgia, there was a taillight out in high octane, and he was under the car. And anybody that's worked on a Charger knows that you access the taillight bulbs from inside the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Cooter's not as good of a mechanic as he's portrayed.
Maybe he's not that great.
Maybe he dropped the bub. Give him a break.
He just likes hanging out under the cars.
It's shady under there. Hot in Hazzard County this time of year.
Yeah.
So some more fun scenes with stunt people, and then we'll get back to the General A. So Al Wyatt again, different dude. He is bigger than John Schneider. But this is a scene where you actually see him. Neither of those are Bo or Luke. Neither. Not even close.
That's definitely Al. You could see his face. Can you rewind that to where you can see more of Luke's face, or the quote-unquote Luke?
So I'm not sure. They do a good job keeping Luke kind of blurry, and he does move like Tom Wopat.
But it's focused pretty good on Al.
Yeah, that's Al.
He's a little chunky, but he is a big boy.
100% he is. And when he has to get out of the General Lee, here's what I'm talking about. This is what it looks like. Get back over to here. Here's that interior scene we were talking about. Capture the Fleetwood.
Now, you know there's some people who'd rather eat a live
That's Al trying to get out.
first than sit down in a dentist chair.
Man,
And you're looking at one of...
Oh, don't brush me.
Brandon needs to see that part where he pops the peel.
What?
Where he pops the peel.
Bernie can watch it later. Uncle Jesse gets roofied. You may like that.
That wasn't Bill Cosby, was it?
I certainly hope not. Boss Hogg is happy to welcome H.H. Harkness into his bank. Boss is paid $25,000 for use of the vault all night. H.H. Harkness has the vault robbed, and then they get $100,000 out of Boss Hogg. That's the gist of the episode.
I love how throughout the entire episode, regardless of how important this dude was, Boss Hogg could not remember his name.
Yeah. He keeps having a mind fart.
Mr. 25,000.
H. There's.
How can I be of service to you, Mr.
Harkness.
We certainly do have one, Mr. $25,000.
There's some funny things in here, and Corndog, I'm going to get to your original notes, but you had provided me something here. This is a scene of Rosco coming up to the farmhouse to call out the Dukes.
Oh, real quick. I don't know if I mentioned this in my notes about Daisy saying arrested before he even says it.
She says under arrest.
Yeah.
And we'll let you see the scene that we're talking about here.
All right, attention in the farmhouse. This is your sheriff, Rosco.
Under arrest?
What's he doing? I don't know.
All right, Bo and Luke Duke. I want you to come out with your hands up now, because I'm arresting you.
For what, Roscoe? What's the charge this time?
The charge is reckless driving, running that limousine off the road, and harassing the tourists.
Now, Corndog, in your original notes, you had shared another scene. This is a rare Hazzard blooper. Same scene, same vehicles, different result.
Break that building with these magnums. I think I got the magnums in there. Listen, they may be... I'll shoot the living shit out of you if you...
There's a lot more to that blooper reel. than the show. There's a scene with a rabbit that's running back here and there, but that particular scene was a duplicate. Shot at the same time. Did you happen to keep track of the number of charges that are used? So one of the things that I do love about this episode is when it's a real 69 Charger, all the stuff is still hooked up. It still has side marker lights. The backup lamps usually still work. And in this episode, you see them pop on when they're pulling the car backwards. Do you know how many cars they use in here?
No, I really don't. And I guess it should have looked forward to that question and paid closer attention to how many different ones there were. But, during this early part of season 2, I think most of the cars had been freshened up and got them, pretty well built enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I would imagine they had quite a few cars on hand at this point. So it could be a number of cars, at least 4 to 5.
The scene in here where they got to drive the general in and out of a truck, and it's one of the rare times you catch the general without a front push. Right there. Isn't that odd looking?
Yeah, it actually makes the front end look taller. And maybe the front end is taller. Actually, I'm going to say that it probably is, just so that it could actually go up into the back of the truck. But yeah, it definitely looks funny. And it looks like the push bar has actually tagged that eyepiece at least
right
once.
Here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit, when I see 69 Chargers out in the wild, they do look weird to me without a push bar.
Yeah.
Just overall. And especially this, if you see someone make a replica generally with no push bar, that is no good. Let me show you something else that I was referring to. So Al Wyatt's going to come in and drift the general through this corner here. Look how fluid that is. Wasn't that beautiful?
Let's actually watch the police car and see if it may be him driving that as well. Because, they didn't really chase each other.
Lots of emotion in there. Not sure who was in it.
Look at the VW right there.
Oh, yeah, a little bus. I dig it right there.
It very well could have been him going through that turn, in both vehicles, because you don't actually see one behind the other, them chasing. So it's 2 separate shots. So it very easily could have been him drifting both of those cars.
Eventually they end up in Daisy's car to chase the bad guys, and the car's going to do a jump. During the flight of the jump, there's a camera hanging on the right side of the car that will pick up a set of studio lights in flight.
Hold on now. Y'all are about to join the Hazzard County Air Force.
Yep.
Right here. Satellite
sure enough.
Down here. The good news is the Dukes do prevail. They catch the bad guys, and the show ends, as you would hope, with the good guys winning. Other than the fact that it's kind of a charming episode and it's all cartoony, I don't have anything else remarkable about it other than I just like it. I like this feel. I like the fact that it's kind of all full of jokes. It seems to be made for kids. I truly enjoy it. I don't know if there's any other remarkable stunts in here, but it's all stunts. And if you look at this particular scene right here, you just don't get this era much. This is a bias ply tire.
Yeah, look at that tire
that you're looking at right here.
And that landing, I'm going to say the car actually survived the landing. It got bumped, but you see the front end come up and the header panel right in front of the hood buckle. But I mean, something like that, they would have fixed and kept going with it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another side shot of the General Lee parked in front of the farmhouse. And it's like a dead on straight side shot And I think this is the first time they used that shot, but they end up using the same shot multiple times as they're, moving the story back to the farmhouse. You know how they'll show the wide shot of the farm and then they'll go to an interior shot. I think this is the first time we see this shot. I don't know if you remember the one I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know where it is in the episode.
Yeah, it might be just before Rosco comes over and quote unquote arrests them. I think that might have been when it was, but it's a great shot of the general, good side profile shot. And, you'll see that shot multiple times throughout the remainder of the series.
There are scenes like this in here. This is when you know it's starting to get kind of cartoony and comic booky.
They're still chasing us. We're in trouble.
We're in trouble.
All right, Enos, hold her steady and we've got him.
You say so, sir. Got any bright ideas?
I can't watch.
Me neither.
In this episode, they've also switched to the fact that Bo's character can drive anything and should drive anything. Anytime they get into a different vehicle, he is given the keys.
Yeah.
Whether it's Daisy's car, RV, generally, it does not matter.
He's the driver of the family for sure.
Yeah.
And there's also another scene, kind of a high angle from behind the General Lee. And you can see they actually ran the round magnetic base antenna, like what you have on your car.
Oh, yeah.
Usually during this era, they were running the teardrop antenna that clips on the front edge of the deck lid. But every once in a while, you will see one of those round magnetic bases. And I don't remember the scene, but it was kind of, like I said, a high angle shooting down on the back of the car as it pulled in somewhere. But yeah, you'll spot it many times throughout series or season 2.
We'll end here. These are Corn Dog's original notes from the original review 10 years ago, sponsored by the Gilmore Girls tours. Back then, Corn Dog was just really into that. Gilmore Girls used the same set. Corn Dog says, the first thing I noticed, I don't know what kind of pill it was that the dentist gave Uncle Jesse, but it took less than 10 seconds to kick in. He was loopy in no time. I think it had a kind of Bill Cosby effect.
Wow.
I
don't have access to these notes anymore. I don't know if I emailed them to you or I sent them to you on Facebook or what, but
I think these were emailed.
Maybe.
You did share the blooper reel with Rosco there that we've already discussed. You said, when Bo and Luke flee from Cooter's garage to get away from Enos, they cross the street and hop the fence. It was actually 2 stunt men. I can't tell who was doubling Luke, but I can clearly tell Al Wyatt Jr. was doubling Bo. That was the one we just showed.
Deja vu.
Bo and Luke hop in the General. The crew would do a very easy modification by jumping a wire in the starter relay that would allow them to crank the car in gear. You can see this here. You can also see that the transmission was just about worn out at this point in its life as a General Lee. Many times they were trying to make a quick getaway. After climbing through the windows, Tom would reach over and turn the key. As soon as John climbed in, his foot would hit the gas pedal and floor it. They did this many times throughout the series, and it almost became second nature to them. It also killed many transmissions. So, yeah, Luke would crank the car and be throwing it into gear while John's foot was slamming the pedal.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
When Bo and Luke return to the town square, just as they're pulling in, there's a nice-looking late 70s C10 stepside driving by. It looks like it has been lowered in nice shape. On the scene where Bo and Luke are following the bad guys out of town, they drive into the back of a livestock trailer to hide Rosco from Enos. As the car backs out of the trailer, you will notice this car does not have a push bar. With the steep incline of the ramp, it is guaranteed that the bottom of the push bar would have hung up on the ramp. Hey, we caught most of your original notes.
Yeah. And actually, talking about the push bar hanging up on the ramp, for the jump cars, many of the jump cars with the small push bar, and the wider one, they would actually cut everything off just below the bumper. Like it would just have the bumper and up, and they would do that just to prevent it from bottoming out and hanging up on things.
Makes sense. All right, that comes to our conclusion of the episode review. Is there anything we missed, CD?
I think Chris Stapleton's dad was in this episode. One of the bad guys, because it looks just like him.
I don't think it's him.
Maybe not. I don't know. Jury's still out.
We can skip the French maid outfit, but I'm sure we got a photo of it. It's
I'm sure
when
you've
he says, Kirk,
screenshot
go ahead
it.
and throw it in here. It's at the 2250 mark. Texas eyes are upon you. I think everybody will enjoy that.
I think that's the only thing you remember from this episode.
Bern, you didn't see this episode. What did you think of our review?
Your review was all aces. I'm going to give you 9.5. Good job. Good facts. Good
9.5
recall.
corn dogs?
9.5 French maids.
9.5 French maids cooking corn dogs at the state fair.
All right. Corn dog. How many French maids silk pies?
Driving a Renault in the town of Y.
In France. Let's see here. The only thing that's kind of crazy to me is, so Boss Hogg loans them a AMC something. I don't know what it was, the 4-door car. And they called it a limo. They called it some sort of his luxury.
It's his deluxe rental car or something like that.
Yeah, but they called it a limo. And that was kind of weird to me. But I think this is the last of the AMC fleet that the Valluzes got. Because, we saw many of the AMCs from the previous season, but yeah, I think this is probably the end of it. But yeah, I give it a good solid 9. It's a good episode.
Yeah, I think I started at 9 as well. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's probably not one you're going to watch over and over like some of the other episodes that we love that are heavy on stunts, but this one is fun and a good time. All right, that brings us to the conclusion of this week's episode. We'll be back next week with another Dukes review or movie review. Fellas, anything else before we go?
I do have a final thought, and this one's serious for once. Since it's 4th of July week, thought I'd share this with you. You know, we all know that it's a reminder and almost it's cultural to kind of say Happy 4th of July or Happy Independence Day. And it gets a little flippant sometimes, a little casual, a little too casual. So I do hope that you're happy living in the greatest country in the world. And I hope that your life is happy and that issues that you have in your life are at a minimum. But I also hope the day in this week is going to be one of remembrance for you. Thoughts of those who thought that America would be a heck of an idea. Let's try something different. And we should be happy about that every single day. We should strive every day not to disappoint those who gave us this nation and entrusted it to us, and hoping that we wouldn't be too stupid and screw it up. Hopefully we can keep doing it in the heart that they had for this nation so that we can enjoy our freedom and pass it on and make it better than we left it. So just a random thought. We're deeper in debt for their work today than we ever have been at this 250-year mark. So happy Independence Day from all of us and to those who gave it to us. Thank you.
Well said.
Very good.
That was last week, though.
Well, yeah, since we're on it and we can just address it since we did the other stuff.
It's still heavy on his heart this many days later.
As it should be.
Every day should be the 4th of July.
It'll be a long year. But fireworks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be very fun. Well stated, Bird. We have it better than we'll ever know. That is for sure. All right, fellas. Thank you as always. Everybody, make sure that you're subscribed on YouTube here. Subscribe in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all of your other favorite channels. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Later.
you